My sister loves maximalism, so we're playing on that a lot. We've got some really beautiful colour combos and different textures, different fabrics. So it's going to be really, really beautiful. The thing is, right, with the first dance, we had choreographed first dance.
Yeah.
But we were very clear from the start that we wanted it to be something feasible.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't want something crazy. We wanted something really nice that would look nice in the video, that we would enjoy doing, and that we would be able to do having had a few drinks.
Morning everyone, welcome to our coffee morning sessions. We're super excited to get chatting about different things about the wedding industry and how we can help you further.
And how is it now that you sort of talking about couples and getting in touch? How do you feel about planning your sister's wedding? How is that going? And
it's really exciting, honestly.
Yeah.
So she got engaged in Feb. I helped him plan that a bit. Yeah, but you know what? She's, so hang on, I've just turned 37, so she will be 32 later this year.
Aww.
And so it was one of those of for them, they never wanted to get married in the summer. They wanted something autumny or beginning of spring. And so I just said to them, I was like, you're engaged in Feb, you've just bought a house, you're thinking that you want to start a family soon, just do it this autumn. Don't wait. What are you going to wait for? To be pregnant and get married? But I have friends that have done that and they haven't enjoyed it as much. So I just said to them, I was like, I would recommend doing it now, and we have time. We can do it.
You as well.
Yes.
That doesn't make it a little bit easier.
But yeah, so honestly, everything got sorted within 2-3 months.
Amazing. And can we know where they're getting married?
Yeah.
Is it allowed to be?
So it's going to be in Amsterdam.
Oh,
in
amazing.
October.
I remember you said you were there recently.
Amsterdam in October.
Is there a special connection to Amsterdam?
So she lives in Haarlem now, just outside of Amsterdam.
Okay.
She moved there. He's from there. Okay. She moved there, and so that's why they want to do it there.
And how are you? Yeah. Is it a destination that you knew already, or is it fairly new?
I had never worked in Amsterdam before or in Holland.
How are you finding the experience?
Yeah, it's good.
Usually Italy, Spain, France, those are your sort of big destinations.
I'm enjoying it. I mean, I love the Dutch masters aesthetic, so we're playing a lot on that. My sister loves maximalism, so we're playing on that a lot. We've got some really beautiful colour combos and different textures, different fabrics, so it's going to be really, really beautiful. But yeah, it's a different way of working.
Yeah.
Not many people get married in Holland. So they'll do the civil ceremony, but not that many people do actual weddings. So yeah, it's been a bit more difficult with our kind of, food tastings and this and that and amount of furniture hire places, and that's been more complex because you find a chair that you like and they're like, we have 20 of them.
So do you see they have maybe a civil ceremony and maybe work with the restaurant to sort of provide the reception? Is that
it's really chill.
Yeah.
It's really chill. People turn up in jeans.
Yeah.
So
really?
we've had to do a dress code.
No, but maybe jeans.
We've had to do a dress code, and he was worried that people would take it personally, being told what to wear. But actually, it's been the opposite. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, I'm so excited to dress up! This is so exciting!" Blah blah blah. So I think it's going to be really, really fun.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see how. Because of course when we talk about destination weddings, we do particularly talk about particular places that are more popular. That doesn't mean that actually people get married everywhere.
Yeah.
They get married in Iceland, on mountain tops. But there are certain destinations and you have the sort of standard of how the day flows and all the experiences you're gonna have. So it's interesting to then develop that in a destination that's just not used to it still. And now, actually, we did a feature on a wedding in Copenhagen, which I thought was amazing. that the couple got married and just walked through the city, and then they had this beautiful reception in a museum, which I thought was unbelievable. And then they had like a boat tour as well.
Lovely.
Which I guess, you know, sort of these city weddings now are sort of becoming very, very popular in London. Yeah, I wonder if we'll see a lot more now again. That I know that everyone's saying they're slowing down, so I wonder if then the season will also slow down. But I hope we'll continue to have weddings throughout winter and smaller like city.
I think so for next year. I genuinely think this year is quieter, and I think I knew that this year for me was going to be quieter because last year was manic.
Yeah.
So I knew that my perception was going to change. It's turned out to be a kind of average year for me, which is fine, but compared to last year, which was not average at all and beyond crazy busy. So I've utilized this year to redo my website, redo all of my SEO, you know, sort of re-go through all my brochures, redo all of that, do a lot of like back-end work that is very time consuming that has to be done.
Yeah, and you can dedicate also more time, because I guess it's a little bit different. I know you care for all of your clients and people who come to you for weddings, but I imagine it's quite special when your sister is getting married and maybe also being like they're a bit more on the personal level.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because when we have chats, now that everything's kind of sorted, it's done, but there were a few months where I'd be phoning her and I'd be like, right, I'm now your wedding planner. So you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to get this done, etc. And one of the discussions where we had a bit of a clash was, how to say this nicely, she's dyspraxic, so she doesn't have full knowledge of how to like elegantly move her body. Dyspraxia is basically like dyslexia but of the body.
Okay.
So she's fine, you'd never think anything, but for example she has no rhythm. So she can't dance.
Okay.
Absolutely cannot dance.
And is she preparing her then?
Well, so we had a lot of arguments about this,
Right.
and I said to her at one point, I said, you just need to book dance lessons. And she was like, no, it's fine, we'll just sway. And I was like, look, this is, as your wedding planner, I would have stepped down now and said, up to you, fine. As your big sister, you are booking wedding lessons. I was like, wedding dance lessons. I was like, you will go out on the dance floor, you will need to be pretty inebriated to have the confidence to dance.
In front of everyone.
And then I said, show me how you sway. And she showed me and I was like, yeah, you will get that on a video. You will want to have that cut out of the video because even the swaying is not in tune with the music. So that was a moment where I was like, I'm no longer your wedding planner, I'm now your big sister, you're doing this.
Yeah, I guess you can...
You have to.
See things
and you know what? She's
your...
fine with it, she's now taking her dance lessons. They'll be minimal and they will be, there's no like big drop or anything. But it's just to make her feel confident and to have practiced and to feel in her dress, in her shoes, in her everything. That because there'll be so many new components on the day that the dance, I took dance lessons because you need to know that, because fine, your shoes, you can wear them for the dance lessons, but your dress you can't. So that already in itself is a new component. Then the sound, the way that the sound you're hearing it affects you, the fact that there are all those people around you watching you, these are huge, massive components. So you need to be
just be comfortable.
So second nature with your dance and the flow of it, and how you move and how your partner moves as well, and to know that your partner has learned to guide you in the dance. That for me took me like 5 dance lessons to accept that I was not leading. That took me ages. And my husband was like, no, I'm leading. My husband is 2 meters tall, so for people who speak in feet, is 6'6". So he's a whole foot taller than me. And I kept saying, no, but we need to go this way. And he was like, no, stop. You need to follow my lead.
Exactly.
And that took me like 4 or 5 lessons. And we would film each other, and you could see when I wasn't letting him lead, the battle that I was like, Whereas when you let go, that's when all of a sudden, and even if it doesn't go to plan, it's fine.
It could be like also a fun thing to do together before the wedding. Maybe even a way of like letting go of the whole sort of process and enjoying a moment together. I mean, I know that now everyone's taking the first dance really seriously with like routines with the bride, which sometimes it's lovely, and sometimes I'm like, that's a lot of pressure. I remember someone saying like they had to like practice, and someone got upset if you wouldn't make the practice of like the dance routine and everything. Which, if you decide to do one, you have to practice.
The thing
like,
is,
it looks embarrassing.
The thing is, right, with the first dance, we had choreographed first dance.
Yeah.
But we were very clear from the start that we wanted it to be something feasible.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't want something crazy. We wanted something really nice that would look nice in the video, that we would enjoy doing, and that we would be able to do having had a few drinks.
Thank you so much for watching us. We look forward to seeing you soon again on a new episode of the Coffee Morning Sessions.
Thank you so much. Ciao.